All right, let's dive in. Today we're tackling Spinosaurus.
Dinosaurs, yeah.
It's been making quite a splash in the paleontology world, wouldn't you say?
Definitely. Lots of new research.
And we've got our hands on two brand new papers, hot off the press,
Oh, nice.
both on Spinosaurus, both focusing on its ancient stomping grounds, the Kem Kem Group ecosystem.
North Africa.
Exactly. Picture North Africa teeming with dinosaurs.
A very different world.
So the big question is, what's the latest on this spiny giant? What's the scoop?
Well, the tail, for one.
The tail, yes.
Yeah.
The Spinosaurus tail, it's the big reveal, the one everyone's buzzing about.
Yeah.
We finally have a nearly complete fossil,
Almost complete, yeah.
and it's changing everything.
It really is.
Can you unpack this for us? Why is this discovery such a game changer?
This tail is something else. It's not just some bony afterthought.
Right.
This thing's built like a paddle.
A paddle.
You've got elongated neural spines, those bony projections off the vertebrae,
I see.
and then you've got the chevrons, the bones on the underside. Together, it's like, well, a tail made for water.
So we're picturing a massive dinosaur built for swimming, cruising through prehistoric rivers.
Exactly.
So is it his confirmation then? Is this it? Spinosaurus wasn't just waiting, it was living the aquatic life.
It really seems that way. For a long time, yeah, we thought maybe it waited, grabbed the occasional fish.
Right.
This tale tells a different story. We're talking the only known large dinosaur with this kind of adaptation for water.
Wow.
And most likely the biggest freshwater predator of its time.
No wonder the internet's gone wild. Memes, World Spinosaurus Day campaigns, everyone loves a good dinosaur plot twist. But let's back up for a second. Spinosaurus has had a few image changes over the years, hasn't it?
Oh yeah, several revisions.
Remember those old reconstructions? It was like a giant land croc with a sail.
Yeah, initially it was more upright. Then in 2014, we found shorter hind limbs,
Ah, the short legs.
suggesting a more crouched posture.
I have to admit, I was skeptical when those short legs were announced. It looks so strange. People were even saying it was a chimera, a mix-up of bones from different dinosaurs.
Ah, I see.
What was your reaction back then?
Well, skepticism is natural,
Sure.
Anytime we get a dramatic shift in our understanding, questions come up.
Of course.
But here's where the tail discovery gets really exciting.
Okay.
It belongs to the same specimen as those short legs.
So, confirming they weren't a mistake.
Exactly, not a mix-up.
The short-legged Spinosaurus is officially vindicated.
Indicated, yes.
It's like the tail's the missing piece. It makes everything click.
It really does.
But how about its swimming? How do we know this tail wasn't just for show?
They put it to the test. Well, virtually, of course.
Ah,
Biomechanical models. They found that this tail generated 8 times the propulsive force of your typical land-based theropods.
8 times.
Huge difference.
So no gentle paddling, this was built for power.
Oh, absolutely. Speed and agility in the water.
Incredible. Not just an evolutionary quirk, then. This was key for survival.
A key adaptation, yeah.
It makes me think about the sail, that other iconic Spinosaurus feature.
This...
Just for display on land. Or could it have played a role in its aquatic life?
That's the question, isn't it?
Yeah.
Researchers are still exploring it.
I see.
Some believe the sail might have contributed to stability in the water, especially for maneuvering, sharp turns, navigating currents.
Like an underwater rudder.
Exactly, helping it maintain control while swimming.
I'm picturing it now. Spinosaurus slicing through the water, tail propelling, sail keeping it steady.
Yeah, a much more dynamic picture than those early reconstructions.
And fascinating.
It's a reminder our understanding of the past is constantly evolving.
It is.
New evidence, new discoveries. Spinosaurus is a prime example.
Completely reshaping our views.
Right.
Speaking of reshaping, does this complete tail change our size estimates for Spinosaurus?
It does refine our understanding.
Bigger, smaller?
The overall body length might be a bit shorter than we thought.
Okay.
But that powerful tail adds weight. Right.
And balance.
So bulkier then.
It was likely bulkier than we initially thought.
Still a contender for one of the largest predatory dinosaurs.
Absolutely. And remember, we've only found a limited number of Spinosaurus fossils.
That's right.
Who knows what giants might still be out there?
That's what's so exciting about paleontology. There's always potential for more surprises.
Always.
So we've got this massive swimming predator, Spinosaurus, making waves in the Kem Kem Group.
It was a happening place.
It wasn't alone, though, right? What other big names were there?
Well, imagine sharing your neighborhood with Carcharodontosaurus.
Carcharodontosaurus, another giant.
Oh, yeah.
And that name, it's almost as long as the dinosaur itself.
Fitting, though, isn't it?
What does it even mean?
It means Shark-toothed lizard. A massive theropod, part of the same family as Allosaurus, but much bigger.
Shark-toothed lizard. Okay, so those teeth, they weren't for nibbling on plants.
No, no. Serrated teeth, powerful jaws.
Talk about built for taking down large prey.
Absolutely a top predator. So 2 apex predators in the same environment. That must have been intense.
Oh, there was definitely competition.
Constantly battling it out.
They likely had some epic encounters, yeah.
But Spinosaurus, with its swimming skills, it had a different menu, right?
Exactly. Access to a whole different food source.
So while Carcharodontosaurus was ruling the land, Spinosaurus was king of the rivers.
A prehistoric turf war settled by dietary preference.
You stay in your lane, I'll stay in mine.
Something like that.
But it wasn't just a 2-dinosaur show.
Oh, no.
What about the herbivores? Trying not to become dinner.
They played a crucial role, absolutely.
Right. We talked about deltadromes, that's a big one.
Yeah, the one we thought was a speedster turned out to be a giant herbivore.
But there were others too, right?
Definitely.
Like Ouranosaurus, I always picture that one like the Kem Group's version of a camel.
With that long neck.
Yeah, and the hump-like sail.
Built for those arid conditions.
And big.
Oh, yeah. A challenge for even the largest predators.
I can imagine a pack of Carcharodontosaurus having to work together to take one down.
Teamwork might have been essential.
So giant predators, massive herbivores. It's like a land of giants, this Kem Kem Group.
It was.
But what about smaller creatures?
Oh, they were there, just as important.
Just hiding in the shadows, trying not to get stepped on.
Not necessarily. Filling ecological niches, keeping things running smoothly.
Adding to the diversity.
Exactly.
What kinds of dinosaurs were we talking about?
Well, small theropods, for example.
Okay.
Like rugops.
Rugops.
It might have scavenged, leftovers from the bigger predators' kills.
The cleanup crew?
In a way, yes. They prevented the spread of disease, kept things healthy.
Important job.
Every creature has its role.
No matter how small.
Precisely. And the Kem Kem Group, it was teeming with life.
So it wasn't just the dinosaurs.
Oh, no. Tiny crocodilomorphs in the water, pterosaurs in the sky.
Pterosaurs.
The flying reptiles, yeah. We found several species.
Wow, those were around too. I always picture them gliding over these vast landscapes.
Some had enormous wingspans.
Like how big are we talking?
A lanka, for example, could have had wings over 20 feet wide.
That's bigger than some planes.
Bigger than many modern birds, for sure.
I can imagine those shadows passing over Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus.
They probably filled various niches, some soaring high, looking for carrion, others skimming the water for fish.
So the skies were just as busy.
It was a vibrant ecosystem, a real testament to evolution.
All these life forms.
Incredible diversity.
Makes you wonder what else might be hidden in those fossils.
That's the beauty of it, isn't it? Every new discovery, it can change everything.
Speaking of change, we've talked about the giants, the supporting cast, but what about the truly bizarre creatures?
The ones that make you double take.
Yeah. The Kem Group's oddballs. What were some of those?
There are definitely some contenders.
Well, let's hear it. Okay, so giants, check. Fierce predators, check. The plant eaters just trying to stay off the menu, check.
Yep.
Now, the weird stuff, the truly bizarre. What did the Kem Group have for us?
Okay, how about picture a crocodile, but not your usual croc.
Okay, I'm picturing a crocodile.
This one has a head as flat as a pancake.
A pancake-headed crocodile. That's a new one.
This is Laganosuchus, a type of crocodiliform, so related to our modern crocs, but with some interesting features.
That flat head, it wasn't just a fashion statement, right?
No, it was a tool.
What was it doing with a head like that? Trying to blend in with the riverbed. Some kind of camo expert.
It's thought that Laganosuchus was a fish specialist. That flat skull, those small needle-like teeth, perfect for trapping small fish.
So I'm picturing it lying and, head flat against the bottom. School of fish swims by. Bam!
Yeah.
The big mouth snaps shut like a net.
Exactly. A perfect adaptation for its lifestyle.
Makes you wonder if any fish were complaining about unfair tactics back then.
Okay.
Pancake head croc, check. What else is on the Kem Group's weird list?
How about a giant sawfish?
Okay, bigger than the ones we have today.
Oh, much bigger. This is Onchopristis. Long, tooth-studded rostrum, but massive scale.
Onchopristis. Sounds pretty intimidating.
It was a giant, even for a sawfish. Some think it could reach over 25 feet long.
Whoa! That's bigger than a great white shark. Trying to picture this thing swimming around, rostrum slashing.
It was likely a very active predator.
So not just a fish eater.
It probably used that rostrum for all sorts of things, stunning prey, digging for food.
Multi-tools slash stun, dig, yikes. Wouldn't want to be on the wrong end of that,
Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
even with Spinosaurus and Carcharodontosaurus around.
It found its niche. It's amazing, really.
All these creatures, giants, weirdos, all in the same place.
The Kem Kem Group was something else, a dynamic environment.
Makes you wonder what else we might find.
Oh, there's so much more out there, just waiting to be discovered.
That's the best part. Well, that was quite a deep dive. We've explored a world of giant predators, pancake-headed crocs, giant sawfish, and so much more.
A lot to take in.
It's clear this ancient ecosystem, this Kem Kem Group, it was intense. Fierce competition, amazing adaptations. It really makes you think.
It does.
A huge thank you to our expert for guiding us through it all, and to you, our listeners, for joining us. Remember, the world of paleontology, it's full of wonder. Keep exploring, keep asking questions. Who knows what we'll discover next?
The possibilities are endless.